If someone back in 2016 or 17 told me that about 10 years from now, I'd be sitting here on YouTube bitching about the lack of AA titles in the Kingdom Hearts series, I would have told them to jump off the nearest bridge. But now in 2026, man do I miss the times when Square would actually make AA titles every year or two. But anyway, let's talk about it, and why not start with breaking down the timeline real quick. So we got the original Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance back in 2004. Then we got the PS2 remake for that game in 2008. Then in 2009, we get Days for the Nintendo DS. The very next year in 2010, we get Cage BBS on the PSP. That same year, we get Cage Recoded, and then just 2 years later, we got Cage Dream Drop Distance for the 3DS, before finally going into the HD remix era that went on throughout the 2010s. So yeah, looking back, that's quite a lot of AA titles, and we just kept getting new ones without any significant gaps between them. And comparing that to the situation today, it's not even close. And with the chronic lack of these kinds of titles, even the people who didn't really like the AA titles, for the main reason that they were on so many different handheld platforms, like myself, these days we would be tweaking at any kind of Cage AA title if it were to release for the Nintendo Switch or your mom's toaster. Like, I honestly think that AA titles would be the solution nowadays while we wait for Cage 4, and I honestly would be perfectly fine with them being made in the OG Luminos engine so that they have that more PS2-esque look to them. Things are also really different in this day and age. It's not like you have 3 billion fucking handhelds that you could put all this shit on. You got like the Switch and the Steam Deck and that random Asus/Xbox thing, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, I was never a big Xbox guy. PlayStation gang all the way, boys, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I would overall love for Cage to go back to the AA title format. I enjoyed a vast majority of them, especially Chain of Memories, which has to be a personal favorite of mine all around, but I also was a decently big fan of Days and BBS too. However, the same can't be said about Recoded or Dream Drop Distance. Recoded I could never figure out how to play, and also I almost fell asleep during the movie when I was watching it on stream back on the main channel when that was still Cage focused, and Dream Drop I think I'm just too mentally retarded to play. But still, nonetheless, I feel like not only are all those titles really important, but they nowadays are more necessary than they ever were before, especially when you also factor in the whole thing that AAA games take so long to make, and that development time is not looking like it will get any shorter anytime soon. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching this video. Leave your thoughts and opinions on this topic in the comments down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, we're trying to get to 200 subs, and also leave a like on it to show some more support. Until next video stream, bye bye.